We're gonna call this video. We're gonna call this video. You got a better shot selling nuts at the baseball field.
These nuts. Got him.
Okay, I know it's a long title. I know it's a long title, but bear with me as we watch this video. Just let's watch this video. This is a video that, you know, doing my research on videos to react to, I saw this video and I was like, wow, you know, the stats. You know, I got some stats for your ass today that we're gonna talk about. So just, let's go ahead, let me launch this video and let's listen to it.
Well, like everyone else, it's always enjoyable to watch somebody dumb get their comeuppance on social media. From F around and find out fight videos to those confronted with wrongdoing.
Okay.
I spotted, though, a viral clip this weekend making the rounds from Dave Ramsey's show that many were viscerally reacting to, of a couple that has racked up $1 million in debt. Many are...
So let me preface this. You got this couple that has racked up over $1 million in debt, and people were laughing at them on social media and everything. So let's just go ahead.
Shocked and making fun of the couple while they're in the wrong. Their predicament, actually, though, is much more common than people think. And that's actually what makes it all the more
Pay attention.
horrifying. Let's take a listen to that.
He has probably just under $1 million in debt, and we want to know how to get debt-free without filing bankruptcy.
Okay, how much of that is your mortgage?
The mortgage about $210.
So you have $600,000 in what?
$335 is about in student loans. We both have advanced degrees, and then the rest is really credit cards and personal loans.
So you have $300,000 of credit cards and personal loans?
We have about $335,000 student loans and about $136,000 in credit cards, $44,000 personal loans, and $35,000 car loans.
Okay, so to recap, they have $210,000 in mortgage debt, $335,000 in student loans, $136,000 in credit card debt, $44,000 in personal loans, and $35,000 in car loans. I get hives just thinking about that. Now, obviously, this woman and her husband are irresponsible. It is definitely their fault for getting into this situation. But when you keep listening and you look at where the bulk of the debt here comes from and how they do it, what they do, it becomes even crazier.
Okay.
Look at Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is like dumbfounded because he's not from this generation. This doesn't make sense to him. And I'm going to tell you why his advice does not work. It just doesn't. You got to be an entrepreneur in order to make it in this world that we live in. Let's keep pushing.
I'm 29.
Okay. So what in the world?
What in the world?
So, yeah.
Are you both on this, or is this just one of you that's completely...
Look at him. Just dumbfounded. Okay? Because this is when I say the old system does not work. Going to school for 5-10 years, becoming all these doctors or lawyers or whatever it is, the amount of debt, the increase in education that has happened within the last couple of years, it's insane. That even with those jobs, people are not surviving. That's why, look at him, he's dumbfounded. So let's get in.
Mr. Mind.
Well, I have the majority of the student loans, and he has the majority of the credit cards. My credit card debt is not great.
Okay, so why does he at 29 years old run up $100,000 in credit card debt?
Well, he's 32, but I think it's one of those things where it just makes me really poor financial decisions, thinking be able to pay it down as you go, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so you both have advanced degrees. What are your degrees in?
Listen to this.
So I have a degree. Well, both of our advanced degrees. No, he has an MBA, and I have an advanced degree in policy. I work in the government, and we actually both do now at this point.
The work with the government.
Okay, so your household income is what?
Our household income is about $230,000.
Okay.
Right. Okay, recapping again. We have two Washington, D.C. based advanced degree holders who work for the federal government.
Okay.
One with a policy degree, presumably from a prestigious school, another with an MBA. Together they have racked up $1 million in debt.
And the point being shared with much emphasis with this reporter is these are not dumb people. They don't have dumbass jobs. They didn't just go get a political science degree. They didn't just go get a sociology degree. They got real degrees. They have real fucking careers, real jobs, okay? So let's keep it going.
Crawling to Dave Ramsey for help. You can laugh, But it's actually sad because while, yes, this is an extreme situation, some version of it is playing out across the entire country with people who are falling for, quote, what you should do. Note that the bulk of the debt comes from one source, advanced degree student debt, a point I've been trying to make.
Let's highlight this for just a second, okay? Now, again, nobody becomes successful without knowing something. Where you find this education is what matters in this new world that we're getting into. Me, myself, I sit here and I always say, jokingly and also with a serious face, I was a perfect D student, okay? I graduated high school with a 1.8 GPA, probably the first and last person to ever graduate with 1.8 GPA, because I think the standard is 2.0 GPA. And I wasn't dumb in a sense, but I grew up with so much awareness around me with, knowledge is, school was boring, to just wrap it up, to just and this couple is suffering because of this high ass debt, and they're not surviving. In essence, what am I trying to say, Brian? Brian, get to the fucking point. Let us watch the video. I get it. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. It used to be a time where the trade-off, you invested your time and money in education and you got a career that could last you for years, pay off that debt within about a year or two, and you could live the rest of your dreams, work for 40 hours a day for 40 years and then retire whenever you're about 60, and whatever, the 40-40-40 plan. Everybody knows about that. So, but it's not working. The point is, it's not working. So what?
The vast majority of student debt held today is amongst advanced degree holders from universities, charging exorbitant prices.
The vast majority of student loan debt is the highest degree holders. It's not the dumbasses that took political science and business degrees, okay? It's the advanced student holders.
And who know it will not work out financially for their graduates. The average amount of student debt that a master's degree holder in the United States holds is $80,000. For PhD holders and advanced degrees, it's $132,000. The average, and again, the average student debt is 145% higher. So while we can laugh at these people, consider that if you just double the average for PhD holders, then their amount of debt is roughly right on the money. Now, how did it end up for them? Their combined household income is $230,000. That's nice on paper, puts them solidly in the top 50% of American household income. Again, that sounds good, but is it? Here too is important to consider averages.
Let's slow it down. This guy's spitting out these numbers so quickly. I gotta slow it down for y'all, okay? Remember, D student, okay? We gotta slow this shit down. So remind you again, they have about $1 million in debt. The average degree holder with a master's holds about $80,000 in debt. That's a master's degree. The average advanced degree holder, that's PhDs, $132,000 in debt. This is an average. They currently are bringing home about $230,000 in debt, which puts them on the top 15%. We're not talking about broke people here, okay? Majority of people are broke. Okay, they're not the 1%, but they're up there. Okay, they're going on vacation. And flying outside the country and doing all that kind of shit. They got new cars. They're not gonna afford a private school, but they're up there. They're above middle class. Is what I want you to realize.
The average salary in the U.S. for a professional degree holder like this couple is about $100,000. Ergo, if you double their salaries and you look at their household earnings, it's exactly average. That's the point that I want to underscore here. On a glance, these people are nuts for racking up this amount of debt on their income. But when you begin to break it down, you see how average that they actually are. And you see how our entire economy and society is floated on a fake dream. Their mortgage balance of $210,000 is below average. The average mortgage balance in the U.S. is $236,000, actually rising as interest rates go up, and people are defaulting on payments. Even on car loans, these folks are well within average. Americans borrow an average of $42,000 today for a new vehicle, $28,000 for used vehicles. Since they live in D.C. and the loan balance is relatively low, maybe we can assume one car. Again, solidly in the average category. Again, the one place, though, where this couple is truly extraordinary is their personal loans and credit card debt. Average household American credit card dollars and personal loans is some $9,000. Only about $6,000 in credit card debt. Again, I am saying only, but those are bad, and you should really zero that out as soon as possible if you are able to. But of course, not everyone can. In this case, they are well above average with credit card debt more than $130K and personal loans above $40,000. But let this sink in. Of the $1 million in debt that this couple has, only about 20% of it is above average for someone in their position. That's a lot less than most people think coming into the video. And that's what's more shocking to me. If these people were merely average in their category and income type, their loan balance could
Listen to this point.
still be around $800,000. That's a pretty insane system that we have apparently forced an entire generation of aspiring career holders to be in. This is basically debt slavery. There is no
It's a broken system. It's literally dates.
way in the world you will ever work your way out of variable interest on $300,000
No way in the world.
in student debt. That's a lifetime noose. That is why way before student debt forgiveness.
And remind you, this is people that were getting into this when interest rates were pretty decent. Think about people that are living now that are getting into student loans.
You have got to penalize and tax these corrupt universities.
And let me just remind you, let me put the nail on the coffin real quick. Student loans cannot be eliminated in bankruptcy. Okay, so forget about that if you're thinking about just filing bankruptcy.
That put people in this position, and is why we need to understand being average today is actually a bad deal for many Americans, even those seemingly.
That right there. Being average today is just a bad deal. It does not make sense. That's why I said you're better off selling peanuts at a baseball game. If you don't take the chance as far as being an entrepreneur, it's better off than the college route. It just literally is. It sounds fucking crazy, but that's true. You're better off selling nuts. Okay? And just to dive into this, because a lot of people might challenge me and say that not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Yes, the hell you can. Everybody can be an entrepreneur. See, in this Western world, people don't really understand really how to hustle, is what I've noticed. There is always this safe havens, with food stamps, with, housing assistance, with whatever the hell it is. There's some goddamn assistance for everything. I'm from Kenya, and living in a country like Kenya, literally everybody is a hustler. Everybody's an entrepreneur. Somebody's selling something. There's a few people, of course, there's going to be people that work, maintain, careers and whatever it is. But somebody got some kind of hustle. It's an entrepreneur-minded type of economy. We live in this economy in America where it's a service-based economy. And we saw how shocking that was when we had COVID and everything got shut down. The government had to print about 20 to 30% of the dollars in circulation right now was printed through COVID because they shut down everything. We don't do nothing in this country anymore. America doesn't build nothing. We do nothing but make YouTube videos, okay? We don't do nothing. And true value comes from building something, producing something, okay? So it's a very strange world that we're into, and it's gonna be very scary. And I know that this is gonna be something that we have to transition into. There's so many different moving pieces with the U.S. losing the world reserve currency with the BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, South Africa, and China coming up with their own trade currency, and you got cryptocurrency out there that is also challenging the traditional currency out there, and we're trying to go back to new money, and then you have AI fucking up everything, and then you have ChatGPT, and there's a lot going on right now, and we're gonna go through a crazy transition, and then you got this increase in debt every single year, or every couple of years we hear about all this shit. Oh shit, the U.S. is about to default. There's a lot that's been going on. Okay, so you have to understand with all of these changes, if you're using the old recipe, the old way of thinking, you're not gonna survive. It's impossible. You're signing up literally willingly to debt slavery is what you're doing. Okay, you have to figure out something different. I'm glad and so blessed that I figured out what my something different was at a very young age, and I refused the traditional route as far as going to college and doing the school routes. And I'm glad that I fell into, what I do, which is my passion, which is helping small business owners get access to funding, and with Pennington Consulting Group, and also now, helping people that are interested in becoming a business loan broker, training them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a glorified referral partner. Check out our website. Link is going to be in the description. But I'm making this video for people to really wake the fuck up, okay? Especially the people that have been living so comfortably. I hate to, especially like the middle class, the people that really were not raised in this type of environment, the hustle mentality type of environment. it's gonna hit them worse than everybody else. Because if you've been poor, if you've been broke all your life, or if you grew up broke, it ain't really gonna happen. You're just gonna be broker. You know, I mean, you're gonna be alright. But the people that did not go up broke, that were sold this old system, or probably saw their parents do it, and they think that this is going to, I mean, that old system is going to work. You know, do a 9 to 5, 40 years, or it's just not going to work. You're starting to see people stack up on jobs, people having 2 or 3 jobs in order to survive. I believe that the best way out of this situation right now for you is to figure out how you can offer a solution in the marketplace, and there's plenty of ways to make money. It's a weird thing that I'm saying here, that there's not enough jobs and money, and people are going to be broke. But I'm also talking about how there's so much opportunity, because again, wealth is found whenever somebody solves an opportunity. Somebody kind of helps the masses. That's where wealth is found, and we're moving into a different world. There's many different ways to make money right now. People making money off of freaking TikTok and Twitter. I've made videos here, and I've mentioned somebody making money out of selling what do you call it, farts. I was just watching this video here, before I went to right after I got out of the gym, and this lady, I haven't finished watching it. Inside, this guy is a pretty cool YouTube channel. Inside Extravagant Life of an X-Rated Millionaire.
I'm an entrepreneur, and welcome to my home in South Florida. Since I was...
What's the most money you've ever spent in a single day?
$650,000.
So...
I used to be a big dreamer, but I used to live safely. Listen,
here it is.
You caught me off guard.
Hey there, sorry to bother you. I love the blue house. I love the blue Tesla. I just want to know, what do you do for a living?
The first thing that came to my mind was porn.
But the point is, you can literally make money out of doing anything, and it's better off than the safe path that was designed 200 years ago. It just doesn't work.
At the top, consider this chart put together by CNBC. The cost of just living has now gone dramatically up just to sit inside of your house. Appliances.
The cost of living has gone to... I like this guy. The cost of living has gone considerably up just to sit your ass inside your house. It's gone up, okay? It's gone up. It costs more to sit your ass inside your house.
Electricity, tools, hardware, cable TV, total prices are up by at least 13%. If you want to take a vacation or do anything leisurely, you are going to get charged.
But cost of everything has gone up, but cost of, as far as salaries, it hasn't gone up, okay? Let's look at salaries chart over the years. Cost of salary hasn't gone up. It's just pretty much like this. Let me see, what do we got? From 2000, it's gone up very slightly. Percentage-wise, it doesn't even compare.
Massive astronomical prices for it. The price of existing today means thousands of dollars in debt and the inability to make even your most basic ends meet while remaining relatively financially whole. So when you watch that video, don't just think about how dumb the couple is. Think about how dumb the country is for creating so many people.
So if you watch that video...
How dumb the country is for creating so many people who are just like them. I mean... That's kind of one of the takes I wanted to make. Because at first, I was like, oh, but then, you start to break the numbers down, and you're like, well, 2 advanced degree holders, yep, about $130K each, which is nuts.
It's ridiculous.
Hey guys, ready or not, 2024.
It's really ridiculous. And there's just one video that I want to show you that I watched the other day. And these numbers just don't make any sense. They just don't. Anyway, that's the video for today. I appreciate you for joining me today. Hopefully you appreciated all of that. And like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. This video is brought to you by our sponsor, Broker Solutions Academy. There's going to be a link in the description. We work with people that are interested in becoming a business loan broker. We have a very comprehensive business loan broker course, and we're going to be teaching you everything you need to know about how to become a business loan broker. Our mission statement is we help business loan brokers understand and simplify the various funding solutions that are available in the marketplace so you can properly serve your clients, stop the endless confusion and self-defeating pointless rat race they're currently in, and grow their business while maximizing profits by teaching them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a referral partner. This video is also brought to you by Pennington Consulting Group, and that's where we work directly with entrepreneurs and also business owners to help them get funded. So if you're looking to start, grow, or even expand your current business, Pennington Consulting Group, there's going to be a link in the description where you can go ahead and schedule a time. And like we always say at Pennington Consulting Group, our goal is to help you reach your goal. Again, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.